Hello, Maddie, also known as Hello Interloper here. Today I'm going to share with you a very important resource in playing Crash Fever, which I unfortunately took a very long time to discover myself, and I wish I discovered earlier, but will probably help you out a lot in the long run, especially if you start using it ASAP. So, just a little bit of background information. Crash fever is not very popular globally compared to its popularity in Japan. That's because, of course, it is a Japanese game. Now, if you look up Crash Fever Wiki, you will not find a lot there. There are only a few hundred articles, maybe not even 200 actually. And there's not a lot of unit info, there's no wizards strategies, there really isn't much there at all. And it kind of makes it look like there is no information available for navigating this game. And that's completely untrue, because Japan has done that for us, pretty much. And thankfully, somebody on this subreddit, the Crash Fever subreddit, which is r/crash_fever, someone has been kind enough to basically check out these Japanese sites and kind of post it in English for us. And it's pretty surprising because they're really hardcore there. They've created a point system from 1 to 100 to rank all these units, and they constantly update them based on the release of new units. And basically, you can use this list to find out whether or not you should be investing your time in certain units that are 6-star capable. You know, giving them ducks, giving them apples, so on and so forth. And where to get them. So, I'm just going to scroll through a little bit. I'm not very sure if you can see all of this, but basically, let me take out my handy-dandy paint tool. Right here it says red units. It's all categorized by color. Then, yeah, element, fire. Then rating over here. Obtain method, and then whether or not it's available in global as a 6-star, which this whole list I wouldn't really pay that much attention to because some of them are a little inaccurate. It says Seki is not available in global as a 6-star. I think what that means is that you cannot pull her as a 6-star. She can only be pulled in her earlier forms, but she definitely is a 6-star, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But this information, keep in mind, is taken from the Japanese version, so some of these listed are not actually 6-star capable in the global version. It's a little bit confusing. But basically, from looking at this list, you can figure out which are good, which are bad, and basically the cutoff is around 60. 65 kind of. They don't really share anything lower than that. But it seems that most of the really good ones come from the festival gachas. And right now there is a festival gacha going on. That is the one with I think her name is Boolean, and then something Pacha something, that pink rabbit girl. Although everybody's freaking out right now about Bool, so the blue unit. Yes, Boolean, or also known as Bull. So right now a lot of people are actually resetting their account and just pulling over and over again in an attempt to get her, to get a crazy start, because she has a rating right here. She's right here of 95, which is really, really high. But if you already have an established account that has a lot of different units that are on this list, I would just go ahead and go for the festival gacha. If you don't get bullion, it's not a big deal. Such is life. But it's good to check your units against this, because it's just a great way to know what you should be working on, what you should be bringing to multiplayer quests. Because, you know, sometimes you go into a multiplayer quest and immediately somebody closes the room. And usually that's because somebody came in with a shitty unit that either will get completely obliterated due to some kind of gimmick, like a attack, like one-shot kill human attack or something like that, or it's just a bad unit. So, if that ever happens to you, maybe it's worth taking a shot looking at this list. See if your unit is even on this list, or is a lower ranking unit here, because I found that happen a lot when I brought, what's her name? Where is she here? I can't find her right now. Oh, here we go. She's at the very bottom of the list here. O's. I shall spell it out. O-S-E. And she has a super awakened form, which is kind of disappointing. She's actually not that good. And, I was under the impression that she was really good because she had a super awakened form. And apparently, I tried to join a lot of, different multiplayer things, especially wizard quests with her. And they would just shut down the room, and I had no idea why until I looked at this list and went, ah, she has limited utility and a bad rating. So it might solve that mystery for you. And there's a lot of units, a lot of good units and a lot of crappy units. So check out your inventory and cross-check it against this list, and you'd be rather surprised how many units you might have that you were ignoring and that are actually really, really good, and units that you were working on that maybe you really shouldn't have. Anyway, best of luck, everybody, and make sure you check this out if you want to do well, especially because there is a new event coming, the score ranking event, which is currently not planned. They had a date for it, and they then said that it's processing or whatever. They're trying to find a new date for it. They haven't announced it yet, but that most likely will be a ranking mission, which means that there will be rewards and all this good stuff. Poly, Humpties, all that good stuff. So, you definitely want to get a head start in that. Anyway, good luck, everyone. Until next time.